Hey guys, so first off I want to ask you to bear with me because I thought about making this video a few days ago and I haven't really thought of it since, and as soon as I got home I was tired, but I made myself a coffee and was like, I gotta do it as soon as I get home or I'll just not do it. So after my first few years of working, I started getting into this conversation with other people, and of course I thought about it myself, but the question was, I'm making this much a year, and at the end of the year when I do my taxes, I see this is how much you made for the year, and you look around and you're like, what all did I accomplish? Like, where is all this money, and I've heard several people say that before as well, and I just thought, it might be pretty cool to write it all out, to kind of show people how to separate it all and where all the money is actually going. So one thing that I'm not going to go into in depth about, because in my other video, the section of bills, I mean, I can't remember the whole thing off the top of my head, but I think I did show like a little bit more in-depth breakdown of like what is all inclusive in bills. So in this video, I'm just gonna say bills and like just give you like the grand total instead of separating it out into a bunch of little things. So let's just pick a number of an annual income, and we can just go with 60,000. I thought about some of the numbers and they're pretty simple coming off of that. So marker's getting low. So let's look at 60K. Okay, the that number is going to be a year. I'm not going to do this for all of them, but I thought I could do it for some. It's a month, year. So just to give you I see everything in year. I don't know, I think it's the chess part of me. It's like you're always looking at a full figure. But anyways, I didn't say that good. But anyways, so the first thing you will want to take off is taxes. Now, I'm just going to do a random number here. I mean, get in the ballpark, because I haven't looked at a pay stub and actually paid attention in a while how much percentage like I might pay in taxes. But say 20%. That's easy to figure. 12. That's going to be 12,000. So, and then that would be 1,000 over there. And so after you take out your taxes, the number we're left with already is 48,000. So I mean, 12,000 in taxes, right off the top. 48,000 is going to be more like what I would view as that's my bring home number. Okay, if a person makes 60,000, what are they realistically bringing home? 48,000. If a person's making 100,000, what are they realistically bringing home? 80,000. So just right off the top, you can throw that in there. What else? After that, figure up your bills, and just like I said in the other video, what are you, like your phone bill, your insurance, your car payment, your rent or house payment, and just figure up all those little totals and get the grand total. Now, if you're making 5,000 a month, you're taking home 4,000 a month. Me personally, I try to live on, like, as far as bills is concerned, 50% of what I'm bringing in. Okay, so if you're taking home $4,000 a month, have your bills around $2,000 a month. Okay, just whatever. Your bank account, your quality of life will all constantly keep going up. Okay, if you're at 100% all the time, you're making 4,000, you're spending 4,000. It doesn't matter what the numbers are, even if you're making 10,000 a month. Okay, as a person who owns his own company or something like that, if he's spending 10,000 a month as well, his quality of life is not really good. He's going to be constantly stressed, or she. We'll be politically correct here just for a second, but he or she, they, if okay, just a personal example. I live a very carefree life, okay, and I enjoy the way I live. I want to stay as far away as possible from stress. I mean, I don't. I mean, I saw how it affected me, and I didn't like it. I love being carefree, okay, stress-free. I guess the opposite of that should mean like happier, or something in that ballpark. So if you're living, if your bills account for 50%, I know some people that are like 75%, and you see it on them. You see the stress on them. Okay, I mean, are they going to be unhappy all the time? No, I wouldn't say all the time, but you'll see them when it gets around to some of the bills. They're like, this is cutting it really close. There was an accident, an unforeseen expense happened this week or this month or something, and it was, I can't afford accidents. Okay, I can't afford unforeseen expenses if you're constantly, if your bills are always really close to what you bring home. Okay, so I don't know why the word accident forgiveness is ringing in my head, but anyways, if your bills were 50% of this person's income, okay, that is 2,000 a month. 2,000 times 12, 48. Did I do it? No, 24. Sorry. Okay, so let's probably do this. Bills, income, taxes, and so coffee. Alright, so already you can see we've got a sizable chunk. Oh, we can do this. 4, 5, 6. So we're at 36,000 out of our 60 is already gone. So 36,000. What else did I have? What else you left over with? What am I forgetting here? $1,000 will be 12,000. There's something else I want to put in here. You know what? I'll do yeah. I'll do this one. I'll do this one first. Savings. Invest. Alright. So how much should you save? That's personal preference. But I would pick a number, and when it concerns a savings account, the way I like to view it is with a goal in mind. Okay? And not necessarily retirement, but you could do that. But for me personally, my savings account is my future big purchase that I'm not financing it right now. I'm saving up for it to get it. Okay? So if you want to buy your next vehicle, if you want to buy or save up for land, get a savings account and save. I heard a saying a long time ago that said, save until it hurts. Okay? And it's a very good saying. It's really difficult to self-discipline yourself to abide by that, but it's a really good saying. So if a person did, we've got $36,000 left. Okay, so if a person did 500 a month, okay, that's going to be 6,000 a year. All right, so if we did, that would be 6K a year. I said I wasn't going to do it for everyone, but you don't need that. But putting into a savings of 500 a month, I mean, that's off of making 4,000, off of taking home 4,000. Bills is 2,000, and then taxes, that's 3,000. So you got 2,000 left over. So you put 500. Yeah, and so out of the, shoot, let me do it again. 3, 4, 5. So out of the 2,000 that's left per month, you're putting 500. That's 25%. I mean, that sounds like a really great number. So 25%. Now, investing. I think everybody should have investing in mind, okay? Because putting all your eggs in one basket is never a good thing. And having this invest line, even if you don't know what to do at the moment in time, opportunities come and go all the time. And there may come an opportunity that you'd be like, man, I really wish I could have invested in that. Or, just for a simple like stock example, if you could have invested in Amazon, 10 years ago, I mean, what would it be today in 2018? I mean, yeah, that'd be great. So if you have an investor mindset of saying, I see an opportunity right here, I think at a later point in time, or I could get a great return off of it. I mean, that's the basic point of investing. You want to put money into something to get a greater return back. No matter what it looks like, buying and selling something, or getting a hobby going that makes money, or there's a scripture in the Bible that says work your job in the morning and work your business in the afternoon, or something like that. And so I think even from a biblical standpoint, it kind of teaches you to like be wise with your time, okay? And I'm thinking of Joseph right now, but really that topic would be concerned with saving, because remember, there were 7 good years and 7 years of famine, and they saved 20% of everything in the 7 good years, and they had a super abundance in the 7 bad years. So savings and investings they're both very important. So we have $1,500 left after this 500. What are you willing to put into the investing account? Okay, so just for the sake of easy numbers, we're gonna put, oh shoot, that's I'm not making this as simple as I guess I could have, but I think y'all can all do math. And so this is going to be 12,000, and that's going to be 1,000, and that's going to leave a person I don't know what do you got? Personal. So what are you left over? What's left over? Okay, well, if 500, that's not a 5. Uh, if 500 a month is left over for your personal, um, that's going to be, I'm drawing a blank, another 6K. 6K a year. So let me make sure I did all this math correctly. Alright, we got a 6 plus a 12 plus a 6 plus a 24 plus a 12, 60. Okay, so when you look at your taxes and you say, wow, I made $60,000, you know, for the last year, where did all that money go? Okay, that's where it went. And you can, you know, there's some amount of tweaking you can do to, I mean, like these last three, you know, these are kind of like hard figures. You know, you really can't move them around that much. I mean, the bills, you know, sometimes they're hard to move. Okay, like if you have a gym membership, okay, you can cancel that. All right, but you need your phone, you need your car, you need, you know, a handful of those things, and you could, like for insurance, you could change your coverage, like, or your deductible, which would alter how much you spend a month. So like there's little things you can do here, claim one or more on your taxes, but there's not that much wiggle room with these things. But on the bottom three, you can alter these. You can mix and match to whatever your heart's desire is. Um, you know, don't I bet a lot of people don't even have an investing line. So they would just say, wow, I get $1,500 a month for personal, you know. Um, but I'm going to quit ranting right now. I think I achieved what I wanted to achieve. Um, because out of this personal, you know, you've got to also account for like one-time things. Like, for instance, hunting. Okay, my dad, my brother, they're really big into hunting. They have a hunting lease, and I got on that this year. That took $1,000. Well, where did that 1,000 come from? Well, it more or less came out of these three. If savings and investing all stayed the same, then it came out of personal. You know, so, and if you look at that number, I mean, off of this, that's 10%. 10% of your income goes to personal things, which I kind of think is it's a nice figure. Okay, if you want a Starbucks coffee, you know, that's coming out of your personal. You know, if you want to go on a vacation, coming out of your personal. Um, uh, I kind of wanted to make another comment about my carefreeness. And in a lot of ways, I'm carefree because I'm ordered. Like ordered and stress-free, they go hand in hand. You know, I don't really want to get too off topic, but I've spoken to people about self-discipline and like training children, and they're like, man, if you know, discipline a child this much, then they wouldn't be happy. I don't agree with that. I don't. But in discipline it gives you borders, okay, and you know this is what I can do and what I can't do, and yeah, I'm having a terrible time. I have not drank nearly enough coffee. But anyways, that's the point. That's where all the money went. And how, you know, mix and match however you like. Invest less, save less. There was like there's a statistic, it's like 80% of Americans have less than $1,000 in their savings account. And, you know, that would fix it super quickly. And the structuring your money like this, if a tire blows out and you need to buy another tire for your car, if a refrigerator breaks, you can, it's no big deal. I mean, I was out in Texas one time and there was like 3 things that happened all in the same month. It was, I got new tires on my truck. I think that was $1,100. The water in the trailer broke. That was $700. And there was one more thing. It was $700. These are like rare things, but they all just lined up in the same month. And I wasn't stressed out about it because I really prepare for unforeseen incidences. So I hope this helps. Hope this helps you to figure out where your money went, and I want you to do this, you know, with your income, and so you can be like, oh, that's where all my money goes. Or you be like, I did all the math right, and it's just not coming out correctly. You know, I have way less money than this, or something like that. Oh, shoot, there's one more thing I do want to mention. How do you keep up with this personal? Okay, so you say, all right, I have $6,000 to spend on me throughout the year. How do I keep up with it? Okay, there's a very simple way that I use without spilling coffee. And I think I touched on this in the previous video about picking a number in your personal checking account, and that's your buffer. Okay, so for example, get with that analogy. Okay, I like to pick a very solid number. All right, 5,000. That is my zero in the checking account. Okay, if I'm above that number after I have paid all my bills for the month, then that's personal money. Okay, so because like I showed you all the bills on the weekly side. Okay, so you have a solid understanding of how much money is going out per month. I'm getting a little bit, I had a month over here. But okay, so if it's Friday, you had payday, you paid all your bills, and like I want to say it's a little bit more complicated because I also want you to be conscious of like next week's bills and stuff like that, because not all bills are going to come out on one week, although I try very hard to get all my bills to come out on the first week of the month. Like if anything can come out whenever I want it to, like all my bills come out on the first week of the month. So on the last week of the month, I know to save a little bit extra, like don't spend as much out of my checking, because the next week like everything's gonna flush out. So if you have above this number, that's personal for that week. Okay, say you have $5,200. Well, okay, I know I have $200 I can spend. If it drops below and you have $4,800, you can't spend anything on personal. You can't get a Starbucks, you can't go to the movies. All right, and that's my simple way of keeping up with that 10%, because all of your money is being moved like automatically. I might be skipping some things here because like this is just how I do it, and it's also natural for me, but I might be missing something telling you in order for you to understand. I mean, like all my bills come out on automatic withdrawal, except for like one thing. But that's how I keep up with the 10% basically. What's money I can spend on me, and um, um, yeah, I I think that covers it, guys. So hope it helps. I'll see y'all later.